Have you ever found yourself walking down the street, just making your way to battle until you spot something out of the corner of your eyes? You stop and find yourself a very small bag of chips that pretty much alters your entire view on what other hidden treasures could possibly await you in the world of Battlefield. Well, that happened to me at least, and it caused me to go on a journey of finding the most random details in Battlefield 6 that you most likely have never noticed. What? Oh, no, that was the intro. You go ahead and get going. For this one, I accidentally fell down and found this MLG George Washington of sorts. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting to find this. I also found some really cool artwork. My favorite is this skull. But yeah, the graffiti in this game is also not that bad. I don't know if you can rate graffiti though. Who is this guy? I found this trumpet thing statue that looks pretty cool. I did not break that though. You saw the guy shoot. Wasn't me. Was not me. Was him. I found this like bread on this bench. If I were to guess, it was just for like feeding birds and pigeons of the sort. Who the hell was that guy? But I also found this drink by it. And I cannot tell if this is a soda or a juice. I can't seem to get the right angle on looking at the label. So let me know in the comments what you think this is. When defusing a bomb, if you actually look on the screen, this little icon of the handprint is actually the Frostbite logo, which is a pretty good little Easter egg to find. These paintings are ugly. They're just really ugly, man. There's also this one that's just mustard on concrete. I don't know who's painting these, but I just don't think these are it. I also found another one. This one has ketchup and mustard in it, so there's that. I found this weird portrait. I don't know who this is. Let me know in the comments also if you know who this is. Pretty cool guy though. I found this sign that says there's landmines up ahead. So if you're a tank rolling through this area, please take mind to these signs, of course. But yeah, to be frank, I was very careful in walking through this. I found this gamer setup, dual monitors, and you can even say that's a gaming chair. It's more like an evil layer chair. I found this weird box that I don't know, just look at it. What is that? I was looking in this bathroom when my teammate spawned on me, which was a little embarrassing, to be honest, and I was a little ashamed. But while I was looking down at Sanus, I noticed the toilet plunger was really abnormally small. Very, very small. I also noticed there's some sort of cookie jar on the toilet or something. Then I noticed this sink also has two things of soap, I think, and a random cup. I don't know if that's normal. It kind of freaked me out. There's no recycling bins in Battlefield, so kind of a step back. Also found this building that kind of just goes nowhere. If you go up to the third floor, there's no rooms. There's nothing. I don't know what the point of this building is. It's just a staircase. I found this apartment that had a bathroom laundry room hybrid, which is pretty cool. The bathroom itself is pretty nice. Still has that small plunger from earlier, but I noticed there shouldn't. Why is there gasoline in the bathroom? I found these beans or stew. I couldn't really make out or understand any of the textures on these cans. There was a lot of rooms in this game that really didn't have too much going on. Well, some of them. I did discover that the paint actually splatters. The paint actually has different colors and will actually have a splatter effect on your screen. I think the colors I found were red, yellow, I think some blue, and also just gray. You know me, guys. Love me some hydrocarbons. Come on, up top. This bench had an advertisement for, I believe, some sort of retail agency in Care. So that's pretty cool to see these kind of things. There's also this sign that says Limitless. They're not the coolest, but I like the detail. In my search for things, I got caught up by these two guys and I tried to make an escape, but I found some more graffiti that was pretty cool. But I also started taking note to some of the buildings and stores, such as New York Electronics Phone and Computer Repair, and Brooklyn's Delicatessen. and then Summon Insurance, Summon Insurance, and then Zip Ship. A cool detail I noticed is for the insurance building, I noticed there was a office space available sign. I went up there and looked around, and it was kind of bare, considering it was supposed to be an office building, but maybe it's bare because it's for lease. I don't know if that was an intended detail, but I thought that was pretty neat. And also the blue screen here had a weird reflection thing going on with it, which was interesting. I found out what looked like a template sheet that said your address, street, city, like it was an example sheet on it. And it looks like someone just kind of scribbled in some numbers and some writing to make it look like it was actually filled in. But I thought it was really funny that you could tell it was just a template sheet, but it's the thought that counts. I ended up finding some cake mixes such as caramel, strawberry, and matcha, which I don't think I ever had matcha cake, so I don't know if that's any good or not. I found another reflection that was pretty interesting. So this one obviously was of Brooklyn. We can see that famous blue bridge right there. But I wasn't so sure if it was an actual picture taken from in-game, but actually maybe a real picture. I also found this art outside of the game that was of New York. It was a little New York outline, and that was pretty cool. I found a bin that shows that, well, Battlefield did choose to recycle. I'm glad they reversed that decision. But on the bin, it does say reality and then do. I found another store, such as this pizzeria and pasta place. Double Dip Donuts, Always Secure Insurance, another insurance building, and then N-Care, which was pretty cool because we saw the N-Care sign on the bench previously for them. It's worth to note that this building is also the same exact as the other one we saw, where it had a free space available for office. And it was actually mixed up some. This room was kind of the same, but this other one did have some, little differences. 2 landlines for some reason. This N-Care building was cool as well because it actually has a Double Dip Donuts from right next door, which is another cool continuality. There's this paint bucket brand that just has this eagle as the mascot, or hawk. I found this Cola Pop Zero poster for some pretty much Cola Zero type stuff. So I started looking around the store. I found some chips, which were kind of empty but had some in them. Ice cream. I found a Cola Pop, regular Cola Pop. But as I kept searching, I was realizing that the store did not have Cola Pop Zero. So that was kind of disappointing. I also found this room that had these weird papers on the wall. I think they were like some sort of plannings for route or some sort of engagement military-wise, which was interesting. I actually translated one of the papers, and it was actually a food schedule, which was interesting, but that's an awesome detail to see. I noticed this shelf was it just doesn't look right. Like, it's so tall. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too into it. Maybe these are normal. I've never seen a shelf this big. What is that? Those are all the treasures I could find in my search for interesting details on Battlefield 6, but maybe next time I'll find something even more interesting. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I think I'm gonna have a dance party now.